There are similarities. We're related. We're brothers. We were trained literally by the exact same people in wrestling. We grew up wrestling for the same school together. But I will say I've spent my entire pro wrestling career looking and dressing exactly the opposite of him. The whole first 5 years of wrestling, I had dyed black hair because he did have bleach blonde hair back then. Since then, he's grown his hair out really long. It's brown. So I thought recently, cool, I'll do the opposite. I'll have short blonde hair. And he wears pants now. I'll wear shorts. We have opposite colored boots. Like, it doesn't matter. We have different names, literally. No matter what I do this entire time for a decade, anytime I'm in a match at all in the Indies or on TV, NXT, whatever, the Twitter comments will be, carbon copy of your brother. Wow, stealing his hair and his gear. It doesn't matter. So at this point, who cares? There's no point. I could have red hair and wear a tuxedo, and they'll still say, wow, dressing and acting just like him. Like, whatever, man. Sorry, we're related. That's true.
I mean, you guys do, outside of wrestling, you look like your brothers.
You know.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
But have you been like, outside of wrestling, wrestling aside, do you feel like he's your older brother? Do you feel like you've constantly been trying to play catch up with Nic your whole life?
No, I mean, we've had pretty different lives. He, even if we go way back, he was always, I mean, he was a collegiate wrestler where I focused more on writing and acting in college. I mean, I played sports. I played rugby in college, but I was always into comedy and doing the plays, screenwriting, sketch writing, all that kind of stuff. And to then, you know, in the past few years, to do so many of those things together has been awesome.
Yeah.
So he's in my movie Heel that I made. We do a lot of live comedy together. Not really catch up. I never felt like we're competing for anything. He does his thing, I do my thing. And I've really enjoyed it. All my favorite times in wrestling and comedy have been with him. So, yeah.
I just, you know, sometimes there's this thing where the older brother and the younger brother are like so similar to each other because I'm sure you looked up to him.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, still do.
Yeah, I guess I do too. Yeah, I mean, how can you not?
Yeah, he's a great guy.
He is a great guy.
But it is funny. Okay, on that topic, I'm watching Dustin Rhodes wrestle this past week and Cody Rhodes wrestle, and I'm thinking, okay, they do some similar moves too. No one anywhere in the world is saying that about them. And I'm watching the match, and okay, and the Young Bucks, please tell me, what moves do they not do? And do they not look alike? Come on, get
Well, I mean, I think there's probably a good portion of like semi-regular fans that probably don't know the difference between Matt and Nic.
Of course, sure.
And I mean that with great love and respect
Absolutely,
for them.
yeah.
I mean, they're the Young Bucks. They're a unit together. Yeah.
Yeah, so I think he's a great guy.
Also, Dustin Rhodes is tall. Cody Rhodes is shorter. Dustin Rhodes is like, you know, a lot older.
I'm just saying, they're literally brothers on the same show doing some of the same moves. And I love them both, but you don't ever hear anyone saying anything about that.
Yeah, you're
But
right.
if I do a drop kick, I should be jailed and, you know, paying penalties. Is he the only one who does a drop kick? Is Dolph Ziggler the only one in the world? Come on.
He's the only one that does a super kick as well.
I don't do a super kick. I don't do a zigzag. I don't do a super kick. I don't tune up the band.
You don't do any of that.
I don't look anything like Shawn Michaels, and if everyone thinks he looks like Shawn, I mean, I think this whole debate is on my side. Just no one sees it that way.
I agree with you. And you don't even have the same name anymore.
We don't. I mean, we've never had the same name.
This is true.
I've never been a Ziggler. I've been a Pierce, a Nemeth, Hot Young. Never been any of those other ones.
What was your reaction when you found out that was going to be Nic's wrestling name?
Oh, I was texting him all day long. We were trying to think of a name. He said something like, "My name is going to be Ziggler. I get to pick my first name. What do you think it should be?" And we were thinking of so many. And honestly, what is a good first name for that? It's hard, man. So,
Nic's a pretty good first name for that. Nic Ziggler?
That'd be good, yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be all right. But I guess it's Dolph, sure.
So did you come up with Dolph?
No, I was pitching some other ones. I don't remember what it was. But
I'd love to hear that.
I mean, we could maybe find the list somewhere if that's still... That was a long time ago at this point. But when it was settled on DZ, I designed the original logo that was on his trunks for a while, the DZ with the devil tail. And
Yeah.
I felt pretty cool. That was in the video game, I think. I was playing that thinking, yeah, I made that, yeah.
You're like, I'm not making any money.
Not getting paid for this and never getting credit. And this will be a good, thing to know for when I work there. It'll be the same. You'll never get credit or paid for it.